Jim, thank you so much for joining me. Look, I don't know anybody who's researched the golf swing any more than you have, although I'm trying to catch up, I might say. In the first segment of the show, I talked about how to get to the top. I want you to take over now, take hold of that steering wheel and tell us about your findings over the years from the best players we've ever seen, how to get down and some drills and thoughts that can help the average golfer. So let's talk about start down, Jim.
Yeah, well, Martin, the transition or the change of direction is probably the most important part of the golf swing. We talk about impact being the moment of truth, but really the moment of truth happens earlier. And you did a great job of showing the coil and how you load up and get to the top of the swing. But really, there's almost not a top of the swing. There's a change of direction where something is still moving. Your lower center is starting the downswing, and the arms are reactive. The hands are reactive, and the club should fall to this back corner of the backswing right here. And from that point, when you can rotate off this left pivot point, your lead side, and wheel into it and let the club go, you can really hit the golf ball. But it's a two-way move. Up to the top, changing direction, moving to the lead side, using the ground. We hear a lot about that now, getting into the ground and turning through. But these soft arms at the top and relaxed hands really allow you to smash the golf ball. And so many amateurs and people I work with are tight. They start a little bit from the top with their hands and arms or the shoulders. That's out of sequence, not the kinematic sequence, and you're in trouble.
Let's see you hit one there, Jim. I mean, I totally agree with that. Well, if we have the hitting light, please. And, you know, look, the swing we think we see isn't necessarily quite what's going on. It looks as if Jim swings up and down and everything moves. It would be, very good, it would be easy to think everything goes back together and through together. And that's not at all true, is it? It's not
no,
back
it's not.
together and through together. One of the things that I've always enjoyed about your teaching is two words that start down, two words, that the arms have a free ride. Can you talk about that? The arms having a free ride at start down.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea and a concept that a good player feels that there's almost a pause, or the club almost hangs up in the air and the lower body starts the downswing. You lead with the body and the arms drop. And what you said, a free ride, is really what happens. Hogan talked a lot about that. We're going to talk about Snead a little bit later. But the idea of this move dropping down, and people feel that differently. Some with the left, some with the right side, or just both hands dropping to this low point in your backswing. Their hands aren't going to be any lower from right here. And then you're rotating and moving out away from the target line as you hit, which keeps you in balance right here, Martin. So this move here allows you to hit the golf ball really hard. So it's this point in the golf swing, this section of the golf swing here, that is so critical and so hard for most people to get. But good players, better ball strikers, obviously do that move really well. And it's just part of, as we said before, the sequence of movement in the golf swing.
And I know I've watched you many times, and our conversation is so valuable to me. Step, rotate, and throw.
Right.
Talk to us about the step drill that you've used with countless players,
yeah,
countless levels. Let's see you hit another one. I always enjoy watching you hit golf balls.
All right.
I don't know how old you are, but I know you're not 21. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, he's still got game. Even after recent back surgery, he's still got game. Show us the step drill, Jim, and you know why that's so valuable. And by the way, big question. Should we just turn from the top, or is there shift? No,
there's definitely a shift. There's a move to the lead side that you have to have. You have to be able to make your center, your belt, move forward in the forward movement in the golf swing. If this doesn't move and you rotate the upper part of the body, you're dead in golf. This is a tough little move for most people to make, too, to learn how to move the belt. Lower center goes forward in the downswing in front of the golf ball, so you can take a divot and hit down on the golf ball.
Very valuable.
And still hit it very hard.
Show us the step-in drill that you've used so many years at all your schools around the world.
You just take your normal setup, not too complicated, and then step back. So now I've got the club maybe 10, 12 inches behind the golf ball. You can go a little less if you want to. But right about here, you're going to swing the club back. And I tell people, once the club passes the right hip, you're making this step. And almost every amateur, they do it poorly. They don't make that step soon enough. So they'll do it like this.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
that kind of deal.
They step and swing at the same time,
So
don't they?
it's step and swing, and there's a little pause. So back here, step and swing. And you get the sequence that way, and people pick that up pretty quick.
Yeah, so I want to just have you do that drill again, and again, from Jim McLean's book, he's always talked about skipping a rock across a lake, step, rotate, throw. That's just how to put into your golf swing. Just show us that, Jim. Step, rotate, throw. It's exactly what you've just done, as we both know. It's a step.
Step.
It's a rotate.
And let go, throw.
And it's a throw.
Like a right-hand throw. And as you said, like taking a flat rock and skipping it on a body of water. That would be the movement of the right arm correctly in the golf swing. So I'll do it again here for you.
That is a great drill and is definitely going to help any golfer who tries it. And right now, we'll go back to Blair.